Bottom lip's out. It's not quite there. I think I need another about £5 off. Hello, how are you all doing in this heat? It's a hot one. It's Saturday. I'm getting tidied up. Would you believe I'm not doing any DIY today? I know, it's shocking. I've actually got the weekend off. DIY. I can't sit still though. So I have got a lot of jobs to do. I've got things to do. Thought I'd give you a little update first before I let you know what I'm doing, if you're interested. I don't know. Yeah, I've lost, up to now, I've lost £5 in total. So I am doing well. I've noticed it in my face. I've not really noticed it much in my body. I think mostly I've lost a lot of retaining water that's come off, which is amazing because, oh my gosh, I've been drinking, must be 2 to 3 litres a day of iced tea. Not naughty stuff, it's low sugar. I've been using the tea bags. There are 0 sugar Lipton peach iced tea, sticking it in my water bottle, 2 litres of water, and I've been down in that. I think I said that last week, but anyway, I've said it again now. I'm drinking a lot. So I think, yeah, I'm pickling a lot. So I think I've got rid of a lot of water. But that's okay. I mean, the scales are not going back up. They have been staying the same a little bit every now and then, which is surprising because, my goodness, I've stopped eating a lot. In the heat, as you do, you eat a lot less, don't you? And I've been eating tons of salad. And sometimes I haven't even been having anything for my tea. I've just maybe had a boiled egg or just a slice of ham or something. Very little to eat. So I'm surprised it hasn't dropped faster than it has. Or maybe I'm not. I've been here before. Particularly when you very first start, the first 3 weeks of a diet, you don't really, that's when you give up because you don't see this drastic weight loss. That's okay. I know this. I'm experienced in this. I know that weight loss comes off slowly, particularly at my age, and it's better that way because it stays off for longer. So I'm not going to complain. Any weight loss is good weight loss. So £5 off. I'm looking forward, and this is sort of my target, I'm looking forward to doing a size 14 try on haul. If I can get down to a size 14 this year, which I think I can, that would be amazing to do a size 14 try on haul. And I'll make it a good one. I will. I'll choose some really good stuff. So you've got that to look forward to. If you like my try on hauls, a lot of you here for the DIY, which I'm not doing this weekend, but I will tell you a few things. I'm being a little bit ambitious this week. Yeah, I'm being a bit ambitious. One of the things I want to do is do some mats for the shoe cupboard. So we've bought a new shoe cupboard. I've yet to put the doors on. That is one thing I need to do. I don't really want to do that this weekend, but I bought this material. This is called Zorb. In other words, it's absorbent. So I've got loads of fabric. I must be able to find something to cover it. And those will be washable mats that go into the shoe cupboard, and that's just so, like, really muddy boots and stuff in the winter, I can protect the cupboard so it doesn't start rotting with these that I can just whip out, stick in the washing machine. So I've got 4 of those to do. If I can just find the fabric and get it cut this weekend, then that'll be, you know, a win. I would have liked to do some playing with my sewing, but I tend to do that on an evening. It's just been a little bit too hot to sit in here and sew. It doesn't matter. I'm happy. I've got to sort this room out again, and I know you'll probably roll your eyes and go, are you kidding me? Me and Mike have been talking things through, and I think this is what we're going to do. Not maybe this year or maybe at the end of this year. I don't know yet, but let me just take you through and we'll chat about it. So this area used to look really pretty with all of my shoes and my handbags. It was really nice, really sweet. I've still got to get curtains for this. Now what we did have was I had some charity curtains up here. This needs repainting it. That's the wood colour coming through from the knots, so I've got to repaint that. But anyway, curtain rails going up there, as in a rail, not a rod. I had a pole with the eyelet curtains. I've noticed that majority of the curtains now are eyelet if you get the ready-made. Trying to get the pencil pleat that go on a curtain track tend to be made to measure. Well, I don't want them made to measure, not for in here. It's not, you know, it's just a dressing room. So I've tried to find eyelet that I like that would fit in here, and I couldn't find any. And I want the pencil pleat because it just fits better along there and it looks better. It's just the eyelet didn't work properly. I didn't like it. That's the end of that. I didn't like it. So the only way around this is to buy my own fabric and make my own curtains from scratch. I know. It's not massively difficult. It's just another job to add to the list rather than just being able to buy some ready-made. Even if I got those ready-made that are like, you know, it needs sorting in here. I've said that, so just bear with me. Even if I got like a 90 drop and took them up, like I did with the charity shop ones, the choice in fabrics, I just couldn't find any that I liked in pencil plate. So yeah, I'm gonna make my own. Just gonna order the fabric and just get on with it. It's not like I have to line them. They don't need lining, they're not going up on a window. So I'll just order the fabric, make some very basic curtains, pencil plate, buy the track, get on with it, job done. Now with these ones, they're actually going to cover up to here, so it'll be a full. So that doesn't matter if it hasn't got pretty things in it anymore, because it's going to be covered. That's the plan. Now, that's full. All my sewing stuff and rubbish, and it's all disorganised again, so that wants sorting, doing that today. And the other thing that we were thinking through, just have a look at in here, is in here, we're kind of not using it, this little room. Got the curtains shut because the sun is at that side of the house at the moment and it just bakes everything, so we'll shut the curtains. So in here, this would actually make quite a nice sewing room. Be a nice sewing room for me, but we're thinking it through because sometimes Mike does need to come in here if he needs his own space, and that's the idea of that bed, is so that he, you know, if he has to, he can come in here and get some sleep. So I don't know, we're still having a think about that. We're having a thunk. Yeah, so cracking on with this room today. I'll show you, I have already shown you the shoe cupboard. I'll show you other jobs that just need doing that I would quite like to get done this weekend. Just bear in mind, I've been at work all week. It's been a 40-hour week. It's been a really intense one this week. So all of the housework is also needs doing. It's usually Sunday I do that, to be fair. Mike keeps on top of things, he tidies, and then I go through and I blast clean. So that's the cupboard, and you can see it's already getting manky and mucky, so it does need the pads down. The door's going to go on and there'll be 4 absorbent pads go in there. That's that's out because we've been using it to hold the door open. That's another thing. Gonna make myself a doorstop opener thing, little bean bag. So we do like to open this door and let a breeze come through when it's really hot. So that's the other thing. Yeah. Utility room needs sorting. I'm not even going to show you that. Kitchen needs a tidy. Not too bad, but like I say, Mike's been keeping on top of things. The conservatory, it took me forever just to clean. I hate these blinds. I hate them. I'm going to replace them next year. Cleaning those because I can't get out. Because the conservatory, we live in it and we have the window open all the time because it gets really hot and it gets filthy. And we have the door open a lot for Willow. So those little tiny pencil blinds, they're terrible for keeping clean. Anyway, garden. Oh, Mike's gonna he's got some weeding to do. It's been too hot for him to come out and do anything. Well, I'll just show you. Look, it all needs doing. He said that the soil wasn't very good, but he's going to heighten this. Yeah, he said he's going to double up on it, heighten it and put some brand new soil in. So he's got that to do. All that needs tidying up over there. Look, Willow's toys. There's a little thing over here that's a little odd. I'll just tell you about that. So when Mike was taking down a big bush that used to be there, we found a little doggy gravestone. And we know that the owner before, he had a little dog, and we think that we know that the dog died, and we think he maybe buried it in there. And it's odd because Willow keeps going there and she keeps sort of scratching at the wood and sniffing at the bark and sniffing, and she keeps dropping her teddies on it, which is really odd. Now I know dogs can be a little bit sensitive to things like that, and maybe she can smell that there's a dog buried there. I don't know. It's all a little bit odd, don't you think? But she keeps dropping her toys and her teddies. The time Mike has gone to the exact spot and picked up her teddy, and you can see her, she goes, gets her teddy, she goes, sniffs the area, and she drops her teddy there. Very odd. She's just out at the minute. Gone for a little wander. You alright, Will? Checking your teddies are all there. Do you want your dinner? Want something to eat? It's dinner time. You been a good girl? Look at your fat belly. Look at your fat belly. There. She's going over to that area. No, she's not. Making me out to be a fibber. No, she's just having a good sniff. But she does go over to that little area and it's just where the rhododendron is. Just plonking her teddy. What are you doing? Okay. Do you need a bath? What are you rolling in? Don't eat that, whatever it is. Willow, leave it. Come on. Right, I'll do your dinner. You're obviously hungry. If you're picking up rubbish, I'll get her dinner done. She's following me. Don't really know what to do with yourself, do you? Have I moved your bed? Got to hoover up in here soon, so you won't like that. That, by the way, is going to be a tote bag. That's why it's all in a pile on its own. I'm going to sort that out and put it into a little bag. Part of the problem is I need some proper nice containers, and if I had the time I'd make my own fabric ones. You make fabric buckets and they look really nice. I've got like some like cheap sort of buckety things, and I've got loads that I was going to put in charity shop, but I still am. I don't like them, so I don't want those. I want to make some nice pretty ones. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I've got some stuffed up there, brought some more down. I should just mention this cupboard is not done. If you're thinking, what? It's not done. And the reason for that is that I haven't set my mind on this pink. You have seen it before, but I've not set my mind on the pink. I think the pink, I mean, this pink goes with my chair. It's the exact same pink. And the chair seems to go with the room, with the peach, but these doors don't. So I'm thinking I'm going to come back to this cupboard and do it in sort of like an antique cream, which will go with my dressing table. So that's why it's not finished and it looks a little bit scruffy. Yeah. Just thought I'd tell you that. Oh, just show you these as well. I got these done. I'm a little bit disappointed with these, but you get what you pay for, don't you? I'm told that getting your own little labels made is quite expensive. So I saw these on Temu and I thought, you know, it was like £2 something. So I think about 30 of them. So I've got these made, but they're too big. Handmade by Willow Mabel with love. So that's what I'm calling it, Willow Mabel. But they're too big, so for like makeup bags and stuff. I suppose on tote bags, yeah. But I'm gonna have to see if I can get some little tiny ones, because they'll look a little bit daft on a little tiny boxy bag. But they're cute, little silk labels. Just a bit big. Right. It's getting warmer. I've come across another fabric set that I'm going to be using, so I thought I'd show you this as well, because you will be naming this one. So this one is a very pretty rose set. You'll probably very easily come up with the name Rose or Rosie, but I'll let you think about that one. I've got two options as well for lining that goes with it. So when I bought this, they sent me a free gift, which was that lovely stripe. So I could use that as a lining, but I did order some of this. Now I've used some of this in a deeper pink for the Melanie, which is what I've made my friend for her 50th birthday. But I thought that the pinks went really well together. So quite like that one as a lining. So that would be a combo. That means that that would be a collection that sticks together and that I would constantly order. These are high quality cottons, so they're really good for the products that I would be making. Make a nice tote bag, I think, that one as well. So I'd like a name for that one as well, please. Girl's name. It's okay if you think of Rose. I quite like Rose. Well, I like the old-fashioned names. Rose and Rosie. Lovely. Or Rosie May. Anything like that. But come up with some names anyway for that one. A little bit of an update on Mike as well, just while we're chatting. He's been on the Ozempic now for nearly 4 weeks, so his last dose on the pen that he's got is on this Monday. and the nurse speaks to him on Tuesday to see how he's getting on. He has had a drop in appetite, but I think that's because of the heat, because I'm exactly the same. My appetite's gone as well. We're barely eating anything. He hasn't noticed anything significantly different. So he's not stopped craving biscuits or anything. He's just eating less because he's eating less at the moment, just like me. And I'm not cooking big dinners. So we're just having light snacks. So I don't really know about the pen at the moment, but it is very low dose. He will be 1 milligram on Monday, and then I think after that they'll just keep increasing it. When I tried it, I started on 2.5. That did nothing for me. I went up to 7.5. Did nothing for me. I didn't want to spend any more money on it, even though people kept saying you've got to find the right dose that's right for you. I think I'd just rather do it myself. Yeah, so Mike-wise, nothing much to report on the Ozempic. I think once it starts having an impact, I mean, the nurse did say to him, it does work. So we just got to find the magic dose amount. But once it does, he'll have a sit down and chat that through and what it feels like. Yeah, so that's where we're up to with Mike. I'm going to keep on folding. I got this as well. This is gorgeous. Look at that. With strawberries, more strawberries. I love strawberries. So there's that one as well. But I think if I'm doing anything with that one, I'll probably do a plain lining, because that's just pretty on its own. Yeah. Right, I'll keep at it. Mike's going to come through later on and help me up at the top, pull that. There's a sewing machine up there that my neighbour gave me. I want to have a look at it and actually see if it works. There's also my overlocker up there, which is going to stay up there, but if I do move into the little bedroom for my sewing room, which will make sense if I am actually going to be serious about this as a business, and it'll just give me more room in this room to be able to do things like try-ons and to work, because I'm spending all my time in this one room. I work in here all day, and it's also my playroom, and it's where I do my try-ons as well. So there's too much in it, and it's getting so messy and untidy all the time. I have to tidy it up on a Sunday before I start work on the Monday in order for it to become a mess again. So if I do go into that room, I can have everything out. I can have my overlocker out. I don't use it because it's right up there and it's a nuisance to pull down, so I don't use it for that reason. And it would come in handy for fabric that frays easily. And just having the storage and the area of being able to see everything properly and have more room in here to set out my clothes and my shoes and my handbags properly would be nice. Yeah. Right, back to it. Okay, it's Sunday. I've no makeup on. Well, but I'm getting there in this room. So yet again, I've sorted all of that. That's looking tidier. So there's stuff in boxes in there, posh shoes and things that can go up there. I've got room in boxes up there. They're nearly empty. There's a couple of blankets in there. I'm going to send them to charity because we've just got far too many blankets. Don't know why I'm holding on to them. Some bags and boxes. That drawer unit will come out and be used in my sewing room, so that won't be there. And then that's going to get tidied up as we move into the sewing room, so there won't be all of this kind of thing there and down there. So that'll just be shoes, handbags like it's supposed to be. And then this is looking far tidier with the shorter cards. I've got loads more room now. So that's all like my crafts, Christmas and Halloween fabrics and fun fabrics. And then I've got my pretty ones all lined up. That was given by a neighbour. I have had it out. It's quite old. So I think I'll probably just put that on for free to collect. I haven't tried it, but you know, somebody will get some use out of it. There's Willow's bag out there, a couple of winter scarves. My overlocker will come down when my sewing room's done. It's going to be a Christmas project, my sewing room, so make sure that you come back for that, because that'll be good. I'm going to strip the room and start from scratch with it. And then this is still a little bit messy. These are what I don't like, these buckets, but I'll eventually replace those as we move into the sewing room. I'll get rid of those. And then this will be quite a useful storage area, or it will be overflow for clothing. But I don't think I'm gonna go mad with clothing anymore. I'll still do my try-ons. Well, Mike said, oh, in the last 2 years I think I've seen you in 5 different tops. Well, there is a reason for that. I've been doing the house, so I wasn't going to wear nice clothes, and I've had my work clothes, and now my work has given me a uniform top. So when I'm on camera with students, I have a very specific top on, and I've got about 3 or 4 of those, so I have plenty of stuff to wear for work. Don't need to worry about that. So all the blouses that I bought from charity shop just for work, they are now going back to charity shop. I've got about 3 or 4 bags full of charity stuff. I've really been mean this time. Took things that I thought, I mean, I am losing the weight, but there's stuff where I thought, well, even if I don't wear that again, I'll use it in my crafts, fabrics, and it's been there for a year. So no, I'm not going to use it for fabric. So it's going to charity shop to be reused. So that's where I am with that. It's another warm day. I mean, there is a breeze, and it's been raining. We had a good downpour, so it is cooling it off, but it's still, and I'm still hot, of course, because, you know, my age, all of that. But we've been discussing the little room, so I'll just talk it through again. So this is where I'm thinking of putting the sewing table, so that I've got a lovely view outside, and I've got lots of light, natural light coming in on my sewing machine. That works for me now where I am, so I quite like to keep that going. There are some boxes in here that won't be here, they'll go. That will go somewhere. I think that's going to go inside Mike's wardrobe. That's Mike's chest of drawers. So this area here, ignore the naughty lady, she's very naughty. There's going to be, well, the desk will be there, and then from here will be like storage area of boxed area shelves, what Mike will do, where I can put my little cards of fabrics, so that'll be there. But then here there'll be like a standing area. Mike's going to make this a bit bigger, and that'll be free for cutting, so I'll have my cutting mat there, and then I can literally stand in here, and all of this will be like a cutting area. Don't know what that'll be, but put pretty things up there or something. I won't be able to reach it. So, and then there's things like putting up a metal grid with the little hooks, so I can put like scissors and tools on and stuff like that. And then I'll have this area here. So this, just step away from the light so you can see it properly. This will be a nice useful storage area for shelving, so I'll have shelves in there as well. I can really make this room super pretty. So when it comes to it, these curtains, if you remember, these are charity shop curtains, they're just temporary. I'm going to get a blind, so I'll just have a blind in, so these won't be in the way. Just get just similar to what we've already got, put that there. Gosh. So yeah, I hope you'll join me when we come on the winter project to help me design and furnish and make it look really pretty, super pretty in my sewing room. She's naughty as well, so pay no attention to her either. Nearly there, but guess what? I found a dress. I found a dress. It's not that I forgot that I had it, you know, for the barbecue for my friend's 50th. It's just that I knew it didn't fit, so I'd forgotten about it that way. But now it might. £5 down, I think it might. Anybody remember this dress? This is going back to Scarborough. Ta-da! It's one of my favourites. It's so summery. It's really light. It's gorgeous colour. I love it. I love it. I haven't tried it on yet. I will. I'm a little bit hot and sweaty at the moment, so I'm not going to try it on now. But I'll try it on. I'll slip it on during the week and show you, and fingers crossed that fits. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. I will just have to wear the Joe Brown, which is this one there, and that's what I wore. That's what I wore for my friend's 70th. So that one will come back out of the wardrobe for the barbecue, which is, you know, it's fine. It's a lovely dress, so I'm not worried. I'm not going to do another try on. I haven't got time anyway, because it's less than a week away, the barbecue. So yeah, I'm really pleased about that. I found a dress. I need to clean my shoes because I got these flat shoes. They've just got a little bit grubby, my little Skechers, so I just need to give them a clean. There's been a barbecue, I'm going to be stood. And then I'll be ready for the barbecue. Yes, and I've finished all our presents, so I've got to wrap those. You've seen those, I'm not going to show you them again. Get those all wrapped up nice and pretty, and I'm good to go. Bottom lip's out. It's not quite there. I think I need another about £5 off for this to look good. It's slightly pulling there, and I don't feel comfortable with my tummy at all. But what a pretty dress. How pretty. Something to look forward to though. I'm not going to get down because I'm losing weight, but all of here, see, my body shape's completely changed. I used to be a size 16, but I didn't have like this pack on the front and on the sides here. These are new. It's almost like everything that I've got in terms of fat and weight has decided that it's now going to sit here and here. Never mind. It's not the end of the world. I mean, goodness me, it's only a dress. It is comfy. I mean, it's got the elasticated back bit there, so that bit's fine. I need another £5 off. So I'm going to put my Joe Brown on and just see what that looks like. Yeah, this is the winner. Hey, I tell you what though, this fits miles better than it did. Miles better. So at least now I do feel like I've lost the weight. So I've gone from 13 now to 12.6. So that's that, £8. That is so much more relaxed there. That was a little bit snug. And I wore this for my friend's 70th, and I know they've seen me in this dress and all of that, but I don't think they're gonna throw me out of the barbecue because I'm wearing the same dress. That is so much better. Oh, it's so comfy. It covers everything that I want it to cover. Thank you, Joe Brown. You're always to the rescue. I'm only wearing some flat sand shoes with it because I need to be comfy being at a Barbie. But yeah, your thoughts, please, opinions. I don't know what I'm doing with my hair at the moment. It's a little bit wild. I don't think I'm going to straighten it because the weather as it is, if we get a little bit of drizzle or it's humid or anything like that, it's only going to end up going like this anyway. And I'm only going to be there for a couple of hours. I'm not going all afternoon. So yeah, I might just keep it like this. I think this style goes with this type of dress anyway. A little bit hippie hobo, a little bit shaggy. Yeah, tell me your thoughts anyway. Anyway, so I'm going to finish the video there. But I want to say, again, as always, thank you so much for all of your support, for watching. Remember to like, hype and if you haven't already, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Mwah, mwah. Bye.